Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. I tell you, listen, I wanted to do this video because we gotta move, watch how we move. Don't forget, ladies. And I think some are forgetting you're the CEO, the CFO, and the COO of your life. So, as you can see, we have people packing up, moving into a U-Haul. And I'm not knocking anybody's efforts, no. But I will say this: having a college degree does not make you eviction free. It doesn't. It is a wonderful accomplishment. It really is, but it doesn't make you eviction free. And by this lesson I'm about to share with you, it also shows you that guess what? Common sense is not so common, even among the so-called educated. Please don't let this be you. Don't forget the video I did. Don't get hurt. Don't get hurt trying to help. And it happens every day and it's still happening. So a college degree does not give you immunity. It does not make you eviction free. A lot of people have degrees right now, can't find a job. This is like the worst economy. I've never seen anything like it. This is just all the layoffs and not a lot of hiring. So here's what happened. Two relatives here. One lady has, and they both have their college degrees. Okay. They won't let anybody forget it. Congratulations again. Not discounting anyone's accomplishment, but you also have to have common sense. So, um, two ladies here both have their college degrees. Um, One lady has her apartment. Then a relative just gets out of college. Luckily, she was able to find the job, but unfortunately, she was laid off. Now, when she was able to find the job, she's like, "Hey, you know what? Because the first lady had like two bedrooms, but the other bedroom was like her office. Understand? So it's family. Yep, you let her in. We can split half the rent. Now, when they're splitting half the rent, which was a very good deal, that's when people start to think, oh man, I'm paying half the rent now. Oh, I've got some extra money. And then that's where sometimes the partying comes along, the weekend trips, the getaways come along, and I'm going to rent a car and go here. I'm going to fly here, have some fun, because guess what? I am now splitting my rent and my utilities in half. Bad idea. And sometimes letting people come and live with you is a bad idea. So the relative that she let move in with her end up, unfortunately, losing her job. Now, this relative, I've met her. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like her, and that's okay. Doesn't have to like me, but she's the kind of person that always wants, I just can't stand it, especially in the BC. I always want something for free, free, free. I may have mentioned her before. We went someplace, and the guy was like, oh, this is my favorite. And I said, really? And I changed my mind. He's like, listen, you're going to love it. Matter of fact, I tell you what. I said, well, you know what? I said, I think I changed my mind. I'm going to get this one instead. And I ordered something else. So he's like, oh, you know what? This is my favorite. You're going to love it. And I think you're cute, da, 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 da. And he hands me a free entree. So I've got like two here. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And it was good. So let's go ahead and try it. He said, it's gonna be free. It's my favorite, and I'm gonna give it to you for free. Then you got yours. So I got 2 for 1. Hey, great. So of course she's sitting up there and she's just eyeing mine. She decides not to order. I know you want to get the one I got free. I just can't stand it. I always use it. I want to just take. So she lost her job, and it's not surprising, got a nasty attitude. You can have a college degree, but guess what? You need to have people skills, and it's really a good thing to have common sense. A book is not going to teach you that. People skills, hers just really suck. So she got fired from her job. So now the relative is back to one person paying the rent. Okay, it happens. While she looks for a job. Next thing you know, fast forward, this economy totally sucks. And what happens? Then she loses her job, the one that's paying. Having to file unemployment. That took a while. No money saved up. So now we're fast forwarding here. We're at a point now where we're facing eviction. We're past the, what is it? After so many days, they charge, a late fee, kind of past that. Now, I will say, very nice apartment complex in the area where they live. And so sometimes they've been going down there and they've been having like a little difference of opinion, kind of having it out with the ladies in the office or in the leasing facility, the leasing office. They've been kind of having it out. There's two ladies down there, Becky. One Becky, they say she's cool, nice. The other Becky, not so much. So they've been kind of going at it with the Becky that's not so friendly, okay? Just tit for tat, and we only have your college degree, so I guess you might be a little slow, little things like that. Just keep it business. You have a degree, and that's great, but the world is not going to go ahead and say, hey, the whole world is your oyster. The whole world is here waiting about it. It doesn't. A lot of people have them, good accomplishment, but the people skills really suck. And I know it because I've been around it before. It got to the point we're going to be done. Okay? I've been around it before, and it's like, yeah, the people skills really, really suck. You need to kind of work on it. You got a hood mentality. So they've been kind of having it out with one of the ladies that works in the leasing office. So now we're fast forwarding. Both of them not employed. Unemployment money's tight, and they at this point they're facing eviction. Okay, facing the eviction. So the one whose apartment it is, because I'm not even sure if her relative is even on the lease there. Okay. So she realizes, I'm in a danger zone. And we've had the conversation, how you conduct yourself. Sometimes your attitude didn't turn off. I understand, your background, all that, and you have a degree, that's great. But if that's all you got to say, you're going to limit yourself because your mouth, the things you do, the behavior is a little problematic. I'm just letting you know. I'm a college dropout. You have your degree. I can get along with people, different nationalities. It's always something with the two of you. It's just bad energy. Going to a restaurant, it's gotta always be a problem. You're trying to find a problem to eat free. That's so embarrassing as a black person. I want to smack your butt. I want to So it gets to a point. I just distance myself. I just hate that. You're trying to find something wrong. I just cannot stand it. I hate it. I really do. So back to it. So this kind of gave us the background information. So now the one whose apartment it is, she realized, okay, we're in a bad way. So she goes down to the office, swallows her pride, and then she tries to make nice with Becky, the one who'd been having it out with at the leasing office. Again, leasing office where you lay your head, where you live. All right? And we're not trust the fairies up in this camp. So she decides to go ahead and kind of talk to the girl, say, we got from the wrong foot, stressed out, and things happen, yada, yada, yada. So she's already gone down with some common sense. She's gone down there to make nice with the leasing office. Ergo, Beckisha decides to go ahead, okay, well, I'll give you a little bit more time. I'm not gonna act. Oh, thank goodness. We finally got a clue. Okay, I understand what's going on. Okay, I get it. So I give a little bit more time. So I'm just gonna kind of hold off. I just kind of put it to the side and do some other things. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, maybe I forgot to go ahead and get this processed. Okay. So yeah, this is going like really great, superb. She then tells her relative, listen, keep in mind, neither one of them are working, have no money. Waiting for some kind of, I guess she's waiting for her unemployment check to come in. So she then tells the relative, yeah, listen, I've already gone down there and I have already made nice. I have made nice with what? I've made nice with who? I've made nice with the person working out in the office. They're not going to make any movement, so they're going to give me a little time to kind of get this money going so I can go ahead and get the rent caught up. Okay? Smart move. And she told us specifically, do not go down to the office for anything. I've already talked with the girl and worked things out. Don't go down there for the office for anything because y'all always getting into it. Let's try one more time for the dumb one. Told a relative, don't go down to the office. Don't get into it with it. Just don't do anything. Don't do nothing. I got it all handled. Common sense, not so common. So it means I got my college degree, but you don't have common sense. She put some kind of work order in for something trivial. I mean, let's try it again. You're facing eviction. So it was like, oh yeah. Like, let's say like the kitchen or the bathroom, the sink was doing like a little drip. It wasn't like running water, a little drip. So she puts a work order in, and I guess she get her feedback, what have you. Anyway, she checks, and I guess they must have sent someone down there for this minor. I mean, we're talking, you got bigger fish to fry. Found you a job, facing eviction. So she put the work order in, and I guess the guy didn't show up because she was home. I mean, where she got to go? Not working right now. I don't have any money to go anywhere. She was home, and I guess she thought that the maintenance personnel was going to show up to fix it, and they didn't. Girl, let it go. Oh no, you already know what she did. She went down to the leasing office and caused a big scene. We still living here, and this he's supposed to come fix this thing, and he did, and it's still dripping, and that you know my that, and she just went down there and made a fool of herself, and she got loud. You were just told, no, you have no leverage here. People going to eviction court, I'm letting you know real quick, they don't care about your sob story. It's pretty much my understanding, and I've seen a few on YouTube, and I've had to evict someone, no, twice in a rental property that I own. Do you have the contract? What's the contract state? Do you have the money? Did you pay? No, but see, my kids, I had one that's the answer my, well, I'm sick and I got HIV. It doesn't matter. You had that before you moved in here. So you say. You're getting evicted. There's no HIV plus policy. You got to go. And I evicted them, sure as hell did. But my dog, you and your dog getting evicted. Bye-bye. I'm not playing with you. All these excuses. So what it boils down to, did you sign a contract and did you pay? They don't want to care about your health status, care about your cheering, your dog. What am I going to do? They do not care. And I'm like, wait a minute. It's hardwood floors, so you weren't supposed to have a dog? Uh-huh. So I know a little something about that. So look up. The sister who thinks she's had it under control, they decide to go somewhere and boom, come home. It's a notice on the door. Eviction notice. So she goes down and, hey, what happened? We had an agreement. That's when she found out the relative over some maintenance issue that was so minor, infinitesimal matter compared to you having a secure place to live. The woman told her what happened. Well, your relative came down here and this happened and blah, 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 blah. And we have a witness. So the deal that she had, like Becky to kind of maybe put this kind of back and, oh, if something happens, oh, yeah, I forgot about that. I'll handle it. Give her a little bit more time. Off the table. Fast forward, they're evicted. Fast forward, my phone rings. Can't afford movers. So you need an SUV? Well, yeah. Oh, you need my vehicle. Yeah, well, and don't forget, you're like 45 minutes away without traffic. With traffic, it can easily be an hour and a half. Okay, here I come. So they go to court. And the relative is so done talking about, oh, well, they don't get along, so maybe someone's going to help us out. The two girls in that office, here's one thing you don't seem to understand. When it comes to business and other people, some people are really kind of slow. They know how to, while we still want to fuss and fight to the end, no matter what, well, I don't like so-and-so, we're going to still hold on to our hatred of somebody in the group. Other folks do not like that. They pull together. When it's us against them, they're going to pull together against you. That's what's called unity. That's what's on code. We talk about it, let's be real, most of us not about it. 2024 and still don't get it. It's all talk. Went to the eviction, and of course they got evicted. It's simple. They don't want to care. They don't care about your degree. And I had a job, and then they do not care. Well, I lost my job, and this time they do not care. Well, I didn't get saving the money, and I was there for a long time. I was doing a good job, but it's the budget, and they said they do not care. I'm looking for a job right now. They do not care. They went to court, and I can tell the shenanigans were not acceptable. They had besides not paying the rent, they had the little witness there. So they went to court. And I can tell by the conversation what I was told that they made them look like a fool. And so the relative, which is the one I know, she's like, if I know, and I'm at this time it's very sensitive, so I'm not saying it, but I'm thinking it. If only that fool hadn't gone down there. If only that fool would not have gone down there, this wouldn't have happened. Now you have an eviction on your record. And you're not working. Guess y'all back to mama's house. If only that idiot had not gone down there. Then I thought about it. If only hadn't taken that fool in, we'll probably still be up in your apartment. You would have been better off letting her stay with her mother or call Mima or somebody. Always got a boyfriend. Where your man at? Always sleeping with somebody and talking about some better action. Where's your man at? I thought about it. Her big mistake, not so much as letting her the food going down to go off on the maintenance people. And see, you do things like that when you don't have much time. When you're sitting up here, you can address your own issue. So though you're already on your tense, so the least little thing got you going crazy, and you get all upset. The least little thing will set you off. Told you, square that thing is over with, lady. Don't go down there. But oh no, a fool has to go down there. And now look what happened. A fool with her college degree had to go down there. Could not comprehend. I've worked things out. Do not go down to the leasing office. Don't say nothing. Don't go there at all. The drip on the sink is not what got you going down and acting off. You're mad about your life. And then you sitting up here. Now you got time to think. What all his boyfriends you got? Where's your man at? Why can't you go with him? People get frustrated, but you have to also think. You got to also think and use your head. Sometimes it's just best just to walk away. College degree. I thought about that. College degree, and you still don't have common sense. So you know how to graduate from college, get your bachelor's of science, but you cannot sit up here and comprehend whatever you do. Do not go down to the leasing office. I've got it worked out. Do not go down there. You had to go down there because you know why? You're kind of stupid and you like drama. You're not very bright. You like drama. Your mouth is the problem. You like drama, so you call yourself, you love drama so much that you become an educated fool. Don't know how to, too dumb to stay housed, too dumb to stay eviction free. Now on the phone calling around, okay, I got an SUV. Okay, yeah, I can help out. Don't get her trying to help. And see, it's things like this here. This is why some people don't want to get involved, help people. It's not being mean. They see what happens. I mean, I'm sorry to say, if she had not let her relative in, this wouldn't have happened. But she let that foolish woman up in there. May have a college degree, but still dumb and ignorant. Well, now, but listen, I expect some service. We still stand here. Your mouth. Your mouth. Don't know when to hold it. Your mouth. I said, look at this. So at some point, when people are stressed out, I know I'm quite the loquacious one. Obviously, I've got this channel, speaking on it. But it's like sometimes you just listen, and I know then I'm like, man, I know what the mistake was. The mistake was she just shouldn't let her in. You would have been better off letting her stay at her mama's house. Go with your mom, grandmama, whatever. Then the money comes in a little later. They both end up back at mama's house. Money comes in a little later, and guess what? Now you got to pay mama some rent because she sure you know how that goes. Could have unbelievable. That's why some people, I'm telling you, they don't want to get involved. They're like, oh no, some people, well, why you can't let me stay? Oh, that's caring. Oh, you can't, you want to help nobody. Yes, because you know why? Sometimes you try to help, it can just hurt you. Trust me, I already know. Oh, I'm not signed. I've signed an apartments before. I'm done. I already know. Sign this lease. No. It always goes back. And after about 3 times, you already learn. Oh yeah, never again. It always goes bad. Always. Not in my it all in my experience. Always goes bad. So a college degree doesn't make you eviction free. This woman, her relative, is an educated fool. A simple request: don't go down there. Because they're gonna be having it out. Don't go down there. I already worked it out, and look what's happened. Over something minor. Had to, too dumb to listen. Had to go down there. And you know they don't evict one, they evict both of them. Calling around, okay. My SUV, sure, okay. Now I had to hear say this and had to get out of there because I don't know what the timeline was, but it was like had to get a U-Haul and was like they were having to move things themselves into the stores like heavy items because it was like if not they were going to set things outside, so they were like already into the wee hours having to get out into the wee hours. I was like, wow, so y'all kept the U-Haul overnight moving, and then you want to use my vehicle to get something. Wow. Because of what? Mouth of the South. Lesson learned. Learn from the mistake of others. Again, that's why some people, not that they're mean, but they already know some people, it's like they want to help, but is it worth it? Don't get hurt trying to help. And that's why some people, peace of mind goes a long way. I don't blame you. Oh, can you? Hey, that's for a little while I get on my feet. Let me tell you something. It's no really good paying jobs out there, so it's going to be a whole lot of while before people get on their feet. You might have a guest for the next year or two, kid you not. It's that bad. It is that bad. You might have, it's going to be a couple of months. No, it's not. I don't care what kind of degree you have. The guy, remember the one that, I think that's him that got laid off from Tesla, going to sell his house, live in his car. Then, I think that's the guy. Is he the one that got a job? He found another job, and it was like a manager at GNC. I think that's it. If I'm mistaken, my apologies. I look up, I said, it looks like him. Are you fired from GMC? Do you have a twin? That's the economy that we're in. So people come and say, look, it's not going to be a couple of months. It might be a couple of years. It might be. That's a lot to take on. Food, utilities, your space being invaded. And I'm not saying not to help anyone, not to have a heart. That's up to you. But when you see people that like drama, I don't care if they're educated, got a sheet of paper on the wall. If they like drama, they like a whole lot of hullaboo going on. There's always some negative energy. Might want to watch your back. I mean, it's like, and it's so sad. It's like, if only she hadn't gone down there. Yep. You already smoothed it over, but mouth of the South had to be a fool and act out because of her mouth. They got evicted. But your college degree, it don't make you eviction free. Anyway, people, let me know what you think. If you have any similar stories to share, feel free to share in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. Be alert. Be aware. Because you know what? I'm sorry. There are a lot of foolish people out there, and I'm out.